And we're recording. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Monday night team call. Everybody looks so happy. Good. All right, so let's start out like we always do with our recognition time. So if you want to jump on and recognize somebody, go ahead. I always go first, I guess. Who do I want to recognize?
I have somebody.
Oh, good. I don't have to go first. Great. Go ahead.
I would like to recognize you,
Me?
Gavin, for doing a good job and speaking, yes, on Super Saturday and speaking at the event.
Well, thank you.
I was like a proud mama up there. I was like, that's Gavin. That's my coach. You did good.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Who do we want to talk about? Man, there's so many things are like happening right now, but they like haven't happened yet. So I don't want to like preempt all those. I don't know. I don't know who I want to recognize. Does anybody want me to recognize them? Well, I'll just recognize. Okay, so people came out to the Super Saturday, which was cool. So we all got, some of us got together and went up to the Milwaukee Super Saturday. So it was me, Melissa, Jenny, Julie, and then Nick, who is not on the team call right now. But it was cool to kind of get people together and hang out and stuff like that. And actually, to that same point, I think Rob had a really good idea that we should maybe schedule our team gatherings, if you will, around the Super Saturdays. So this way we're not really picking dates. We already know the dates, and then we'll just kind of like make a little day of it. We'll all go to the Super Saturday event together and then, go out to eat kind of like we did last time. And then if you guys want to hang out longer than that, we can do that too. I think we'll kind of play it by ear as far as that stuff goes. But I actually think that's a really good idea because we're always trying to figure out like, okay, what's the best weekend for everybody? But if we go based on Super Saturdays, I mean, you literally have like 3 months of planning ahead that you can, write that off that we're going to hang out that Saturday. So what the next one's, what is it, July 25th? Is that what it said? There, you remember?
Yep.
July 25th. So I guess that's going to be our tentative hangout day, July 25th. So mark your calendars down, people that are close to us, for a gathering of sorts. And then we'll the only thing we'll have to decide is what event we want to go to. Like, if you guys want to come up here or we want to come down there or whatever. We can figure that out.
Perfect.
Cool. Glad we got that out of the way. So, other than that, I hope everybody else besides the people that I talked about got to go to a Super Saturday. Check it out. If not, definitely plan to go to the next one. Like we said, July 25th. They also, I guess, do Super Fridays now and Super Sundays. So, if you can't make it on Saturday, that's okay. There's probably an event around you that might be doing it on a Friday or might also be doing it on a Sunday. So look for that too. So there's multiple options out there. I know people have different schedules and some people that work on the weekends and stuff like that. So, take advantage of that where people are doing it on different days. Okay, cool. Everybody good? Julie was, if you guys didn't watch her video, definitely should do that. It was a really good video, actually. That was like a really funny story that she just told me that story before she recorded it, and I thought that was a pretty interesting story. I actually talked about that same topic in my little talk at Super Saturday, where I alluded to the same thing that she was kind of talking about. So since Julie's not on to present, basically, if you haven't seen the video, it was just a story about kind of, she called it like judging a book by its cover type of thing. And, I know, especially a lot of like newer coaches, we kind of tend to do this. I think more of the seasoned coaches, even though Julie did it and she's been around for a while. I feel like we're okay with sharing a little bit more. Like we've done it so many times that we understand that anybody really has potential to be a new customer or a new coach, and we really don't know who those people are. So what we tend to do is, like Julie kind of said in her videos, we kind of like look at people and we decide like, all right, I think that person is going to be Beachbody anything. You know, are they going to want to do workouts? Are they going to want to drink Shakeology? Are they going to want to be a coach? And then we just kind of are like, no. In Julie's story, she, talked about like this biker, kind of biker guy, like an older biker guy. Holy crap. Oh, I was like, what kind of car accident? Oh, God, everybody. Oh,
Sorry.
I didn't want to be a witness. No. But she was just talking about like how he was an older guy, had like a lot of tattoos and stuff like that. So she was thinking like older biker guy, probably not interested at all. And so she kind of started up with the conversation with somebody else on the other side of her who she thought maybe might be interested in health and fitness. And come to find out that this other guy who she had kind of prejudged was actually like interested in Shakeology, had a great like why, like he wanted to be able to run around with his grandkids and stuff like that. And so now this guy has become Julie's new coach. So I mean, these are the type of like stories, that you hear all the time. So to that same point, make sure that you give everybody the opportunity to say no to you. Whether or not you want to approach people as, a potential person that's going to be doing workouts or Shakeology, or, you just talk to them about health and fitness, or you just connect with the person, outside of Beachbody. You really want to give people the opportunity to either get to know you or let them decide not to get to know you pretty much. Okay. So let other people say no to you. Don't say no to them. So very much like I said on Super Saturday, I mean, if you've already kind of prejudged somebody in your head and you still make the effort and you go up and talk to them, I mean, what's the worst possible thing that can happen, right? They just are like, no, I don't really want to talk to you at all. I don't want to know you. Cool. Well, you already thought they were going to say no anyways. So, I mean, not a huge loss, right? Maybe your pride's hurt a little bit. Ouch. Ouch. Maybe you didn't want to know that guy anyways. But if they say yes, now you have a new contact person, or in Julie's case, I mean, now you have a new coach, which is crazy. So that's what she was saying, and that's what she's getting across in her video. So make sure you watch it because I thought it was a pretty cool story. But just so you guys know, feel free to share with anybody at any time. And especially for you newer coaches, the more you share, the more comfortable you're going to get with doing it. So, if you really love Beachbody, which I hope you guys do, I mean, I think that's why we do it, because we love things about being a coach and helping people, whether it's, helping them with their health and fitness, helping them get in better shape, helping them get healthier, or whether it's sharing an opportunity to help people, earn an income, or earn a huge income and maybe make a career change, whatever it is, whatever aspects, if it's all of them, if it's some of them that you like about Beachbody. That's what you need to be able to share with anybody at any time. You got to be able to share the passion that you have for Beachbody with other people. So, just kind of share what you feel with other people. Okay, that's what people want to hear about. So that's all I got to really say about that. Is there any questions about that in general? You guys good on that?
Gavin, did you see that video from Julie or Jessica Bowser or something in the ISW?
The one you tagged me in?
What? Yeah. Did you watch it?
I did not watch that one yet.
Oh, you gotta watch it. I cried like a baby.
Oh, man,
you're gonna cry worse.
Oh man, I know. Oh man,
it's really good.
I'm crying. All right, we'll have to do it when nobody else is around.
Okay, well, basically, I'll just. It's kind of like what Julie said. But she had 5. It was herself, and then I think there was 4 other coaches on the panel, and everybody looked different. Everybody had a different story. They were all facing, away from the camera, and she started out, and she was just talking about like, I'm 30 years old. Why am I not where I plan to be? I don't have a job. I'm doing this, blah blah blah, and what are you going to do about it? And then it turned to the next person, and this guy comes up, and he had like all this post-traumatic stress from like Iraq, was like in a lot of criminal, like it had like criminal activity and all this stuff, and just his story. And then he says, what are you going to do about it? Then it was the next person, and this older man who wanted to be with his grandkids, just like Julie's man, and then another one that was overweight, and then one that had like eating disorders and all this. And it was just really powerful how everybody's story, and if some coach never had reached out to them, they probably wouldn't be there, So don't ever underestimate the power of sharing with someone, and don't, put a label on them, because that could be their helping hand out of something really bad like these people were going through. So I thought it was just awesome. So.
Yeah, actually that's very interesting, and it is true. I mean, there's so many different things going on with so many different people, and I mean, I'm very confident in this opportunity and what Beachbody offers in so many different directions, being able to help people who are in so many different situations get out of, bad situations, really. And it's kind of interesting that you mentioned that, because actually, when we went to like that all guys conference, one of the coaches, Mark Briggs, he's actually like, he's the P90X like karate MMX guy. So if you guys know who that is, Mark Briggs, he actually said, when you're sharing this opportunity, you're actually, how do you put it? You're sharing something that's really awesome for people. So if they don't want it, that's totally cool. It's just like, this is such a powerful thing that you have, and you're sharing it with people. And so let them, it's kind of like that, let them decide whether or not that they want to take advantage of this amazing opportunity. I mean, it really is that cool, but you have to be able to see that.
It's kind of like a snowball effect. Like, it's just one person after the other, and you just kind of catch people as you go,
Yep. I'll have to watch that video.
It's good.
Watch that video. So, what else do we want to talk about today? I did have one topic, actually. Okay, so I don't know the best way to do this topic. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk about this, and I think maybe it'll hit home for some of you, and it's okay if you don't want to say anything about it or like share like how it affects you or doesn't affect you, but I feel like it needs to be said, because I feel like it affects a lot of coaches, and I'm seeing it turn into an issue more than not. And so I feel like I got to talk about it. So many of you have significant others, whether you're married or, boyfriend, girlfriend, or maybe it's just like children or whatever. What I need you guys to be able to do is I need you to be able to turn the Beachbody switch off. Okay, and I know it's hard to do, because I know a lot of us are passionate about what we do. I have problems with this myself, because I love doing Beachbody so much that I want to be available at any time of day for anybody that has any questions. Like, if you guys contact me at like 2 in the morning, I want to be like, wake up and like text you back. Like, that's what I want to be. But you have to be able to turn the switch off, because if you don't, those important people in your life are going to start to not like you very much. Okay. And it's just like kind of how we talk about like on social media, when you're just like bashing Beachbody on your social media, like, yeah, go buy T25, yeah, go do that. And all of a sudden you realize like all of your friends start unfriending you. It's very similar, but it's a lot closer to home. Okay. And so what I want you to do, this is what I want you to do. Okay. Few things maybe. One is I want you to share with significant other why this is so important to you. Share your goals with them so that they understand why you're doing this and what your goals are with this. Okay. Because sometimes they don't know. All they know is like, you're on your phone again, you're doing Beachbody, you're on there, you're talking to people, you're doing things, what about us over? Hi, we're here too, we're in the room. Okay, so it's important that I think that you share with them and you let them know, why are you doing this and why do you like doing it? Okay, because I really feel if like the significant other is on board and they understand, that's a lot better than if you don't ever tell them anything about this, And so what I'm trying to do here is avoid conflicts. And I see this even with kids too, like especially older kids. They're like, oh, mom's on the phone again. Hey, mom, you wouldn't have been on the phone if you weren't doing this Beachbody thing and all this kind of stuff. It's important too to even talk to your kids about it. Okay, let them know what you're doing. Let them know why it's important and kind of get them on board. I mean, there's crazy stories about kids. Man, I wish I could remember the guy's name right now. But he actually, Robert Hudgens, okay? He's been a Beachbody coach for a long time. But it was so funny because he had this goal that he wanted to be like a 10-star diamond, I believe is what it was. And so he got his wife and he got his kids together who were older, and he basically said, like, you know, Dad's got this huge goal and I'm doing it for you guys, and this is why I want to do it, because I want to be able to do things with you. Okay, so it might take me a little bit of time to do this, but I want you guys to know that it's all for you and what I'm doing. So if I'm busy, you know, or I'm in the room and I'm doing these meetings, just remember it's all for you. And he said it was really like a powerful thing because he got his kids on board with him, and like his son would come up to him and be like, hey Dad, what star diamond are you now? How many stars do you have now? And it was like a really cool thing, he said. And like every time he like rank advanced, or every time he got a star diamond, he would like take his sons out for ice cream or like do something like that, and they would like celebrate it together as a family. And I think that that's really important that you guys do that and get your family on board with what you are doing, because I don't want it to cause problems. I would hate for you guys to have to stop doing this because of, you know, because of conflict. You know, this is such a cool thing, and I know you guys love doing it, and I would hate for you to have to stop because you didn't do these small things, or you didn't take these small steps. I totally get if you got to step away and you got to like maybe take some time, or if you have to just reprioritize. I think that's such a huge thing. I mean, you guys, you have to understand you have to work this every hour of every day to be a super successful coach. Okay, the power hour thing is such a huge thing. I mean, that's such a cool thing. If you can make like an hour of time every day where it's just like significant other or kids know, like, okay, well, you know, maybe it's before your kids even get up. You know, maybe you're waking up at like 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning, and you do that 1 hour, and then it's okay to like turn the off switch on. That's okay. Maybe you check in at lunch if you want to, or whatever. You know, try to make the time to where there's nobody else around. Very successful coaches. I mean, I'm just like thinking of this off the top of my head. The story I use all the time, and you guys have probably heard me talk about it. Wayne Wyatt, top coach, 2 years in a row, full-time orthodontist, owns his own practice. He is a very family-oriented guy. I'm pretty sure he has like either 4 or 5 kids. One of the two, I don't remember. But he was just consistent with his business. What he would do, wake up an hour before anybody else, work his business for an hour, go to work. His lunch time he dedicated to following up. So he worked another like half an hour on his lunch break. Then he came home, and he never worked Beachbody at night, because when he came home, that was his time with his kids. So he never gave up time with his kids for Beachbody. So it wasn't about working long hours. It was about working consistently. Okay, consistent time is going to lead to results, but you got to stay consistent with it. So that's how he did it. And I mean, if he can do it, and not only do it, but be the best coach in the business, I mean, it works. Okay, so work smarter, not harder. Okay, so I don't need anybody to tell me like, oh man, that hit so close to home. That's cool if you don't want to tell me that. I get it. That's fine. But what I want you to do is maybe take some of those steps so that other people understand why you're doing this too, so that there isn't conflict with this, you know. And even with, especially with the spouses, guys, I mean, it would be really cool if you can get them on board. I understand, like, some of them are just, no matter what you say, they're never gonna be on board. Okay, I mean, it's just not gonna happen. But the more you plug them into what we're doing, the more that you kind of try to get them involved and show them these things, they're gonna see. I mean, go talk, if you want to go talk to somebody, go talk to like Chris Reed, okay? Because Cody was like totally against Beachbody, like not her thing at all, not doing it. But then as soon as she started seeing like Chris, oh, you know, he's diamond now, what does that mean? Oh, what are these checks that are going up every week? What is this all about? Then she was in. But Chris always was involving her, like showing her what he was doing, showing her, you know, this is what I'm doing. Here's my business growing. You know, now I'm a diamond coach, all this kind of stuff. That's what got her interested in the business. Cody didn't even start working the business till she already had a diamond coach account that Chris built. Okay? I mean, those are the type of things. It might take time, but I mean, if you get them on board, that's cool. If you can't, but at least they understand, hey, that's cool too. Okay? I just want you guys to make sure that they get it. Is there any questions about that? Good? All right. Cool.
Yeah, Gavin.
Yeah.
What if they didn't like you before Beachbody?
Ooh. Well, then, no harm done, right? Just keep doing what you're doing, I guess.
Oh.
Can always count on Rob for something good like that.
Lighten the mood, Rob. I love it.
But it's important. Like I said, I mean, I know just as much as everybody else that, you know, when you really love doing this stuff, it's really hard to be like, power off, you know, and, but man, those people around you will like you so much more if you can power off the business every once in a while and hang out with them too. It's okay. I promise. It's okay. People will still talk to you the next day if you don't respond to them. They'll still talk to you. So just wait one more day and then talk to them. Yeah, I think that's really it. I mean, that's what I wanted to talk about, that because I felt like it had to get talked about. We talked about Julie's thing, which was cool. Yeah, other than that, let's see, it's the 27th, so you guys have 3 more days for Success Club stuff. So, you know, there's a lot of people on the board. Even if you're not on the board, I mean, we've seen cool things happen in one day with Success Club. So, you know, don't ever give up on being able to get 5 points. I mean, it's 3 people. You help 3 people. You got 3 days. Help 1 a day. You're good to go. So don't give up on that, especially because that Success Club 5 is so much more important now. Remember, you Emerald coaches, all those leads that you used to get for just being Emerald, you don't get them anymore. So you have to be Success Club 5 at least just to get the Emerald customer leads, and SC10 to get the Success Club leads. So depending on what your goals are, you know, now you gotta shoot higher sometimes. But that's cool, right? I mean, shooting higher is cool, I think. Build your business faster. What's wrong with that? No problems there. So, yeah, 3 more days there. I don't know what else to talk about. What else? Trying to think of some of the dates. So I'm a little confused on the for those of you guys going to Summit, which I feel a lot of you are. Oh, the shirt thing. So I hope you guys saw the shirt thing, okay? Because there will be a day at Summit where we all like take a giant like Team Panacea team picture and we're all wearing the shirt. So I wouldn't want you to be the weirdo that doesn't have a shirt. That's cool though if you want to be, no problem. But yeah, even for people not going to Summit, the shirt is cool because it's got like a bunch of like Beachbody programs and stuff on the back. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's pretty cool looking actually. So I mean, it's $30 and that's shipped to you. So it's a pretty cool shirt just to have in general. So check that out. Yeah, that would be cool.
Julie's here.
What else? Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. I was a little confused on the Summit qualification date. So I know there's, you know, I know some of you guys are, you know, getting really close to Diamond and stuff like that. I know the Star Diamond qualifying. So since you have to qualify for 6 weeks, if you guys didn't know that, for Star Diamond ranks, you have to hold the rank for 6 weeks before you actually become that rank. And I think that they said the 6-week qualification starts on the 10th of May, but that doesn't make sense because I think that's a Sunday. So I think it might be the 13th. But I'm going to follow up and I'll post that just for those of you that are shooting for that. And then I got to figure out what the actual day is. So I know there's a day, like whatever rank you are that day is what they'll recognize you as at Summit. You know, so that's the one. That's the week you definitely want to hold your rank on for sure. So you get like cool ribbons and medals and stuff. What else? I ran out of stuff to talk about.
How's that possible?
I don't know, right? Like I feel like I always have something to talk about.
I got my Beachbody athlete today.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That's cool.
I got mine right here. Beachbody athlete.
Cooper and I played it for like an hour. He was all over that.
Yeah, all I know is I got my Shailene Johnson bobblehead locked down with all of her buddies.
Oh.
If you guys didn't know, I'm like a bobblehead man. So sometime one of these meetings, I'll bring my laptop. I'll bring my laptop over by my bobbleheads. You guys can check them. Me and Autumn are right next to each other. I have my own bobblehead. If you guys didn't know that either, it's a bobblehead of me.
Awesome. That's what we all need.
Right next to Autumn. She's right above me. And then Tony and Shanti are like looking at us.
Jealous.
realize that Autumn was so short until she stood by Gavin.
Hey.
And it was like this. Autumn.
Yeah. Somebody finally at eye level that I can talk to. It's great.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, I don't know. What else do we talk about? I mean, we already talked about Cancun last time. I don't know. So if you guys, for you guys that are going to Summit, they have an app out already. So I don't know if any of you guys got that and downloaded it, and there's like a little thing you got to download within the app or whatever. But you can actually see the schedule. So cool for staying at the Gaylord, because we actually get our own workouts right there at the place. Tony Horton and Sagi are both working out at the Gaylord.
Cool.
So cool. So we're gonna have those workouts. I think they're there every day. So I mean, if we want to go work out with like Sean T, we just gotta like jump on the shuttle and go to a different hotel. He's working out at one, and then like Autumn's at another, and Shalene's at one. I mean, I think they have like 2 at 3 different places. So we just gotta like shuttle it up and go. So I read something about like $10 for a bracelet for the shuttle that you can buy when you register, and then you can like jump on a shuttle, you know, wherever you want to go, type of thing. And
I wonder if it's like Vegas, if you have to stand in line forever to get into the workouts, or if you can.
Well, see, that's what's kind of cool, because they're all separate. So I feel, but there's gonna be so many coaches. So
Yeah.
I mean, 25,000 coaches,
Mhm.
still a lot. But you know, I think every trainer has 2 workouts per day.
Okay.
So like Tony will have 2, and I think they're back to back, and then Sagi has like afternoon workouts back to back. So I mean, I would hope that people don't go to back to back Tony Horton workouts or something.
You got to go to a Shanti workout.
And I think actually at Summit, yeah, I know you do. Definitely. Shanti puts on the best workouts. But like, I think I remember, if we remember last year from Summit, I think they actually kick everybody out. So like after the workout's over, everybody has to leave.
Mhm.
So anybody that's outside waiting can come in first, basically. So I'm sure they'll do the same type of thing. So even if we get down there to do like the 7 a.m. workout and the line's like forever, we'll be just like, no, we're actually in line for like the 8:15 workout. We're starting the line for the 8:15 workout over here.
Awesome.
What else did I want to say about that though? I didn't see anything. I couldn't figure out like how the workshops are going to work. They had like general session on there. So the general session is like on the Tennessee Titan football field.
Cool.
So that's pretty cool. But for you ladies, and maybe even for you guys, they're like, they have to follow like the NFL rules as far as like what you can bring into the stadium. So look on there, because they talk specifically about bags. Okay, like you can't bring like cinch bags in. Like in girls, they have like a specific, like a clutch is okay, but like you can't bring your purse. So like make sure that you read up on that, because they even have like sizes. Like this is how big your bag can be. You can bring a Ziploc bag of gallon size filled with, I don't know. So
Obviously, they don't know women very well.
yeah, so
You're gonna tell me I can only bring a clutch?
yeah. So Rob's gonna have to leave his Merce at home, and but yeah. So just make sure that you look at that, because that would suck. Like, because if we have to shuttle down there, and then you got this freaking purse that you can't get in and stuff. So I don't even know how you handle that. So that was cool. So that's on the football field, which I was like, how are they going to hold 25,000 people? That's how they're going to hold 25,000 people. They're going to do it on a football field.
Is Team Panacea renting a room for us to have another little meeting like we did at Summit last year?
I would say that they probably will. I haven't seen anything about that yet, and you usually don't see that until like maybe a month and a half, probably. So maybe soon. Maybe soon. I would say by like mid-May or June we might see something like that. They're probably just trying to coordinate like where they're gonna do it at, is my guess, because we're like all over the place. So,
Can I get a show of hands, like who's going to be Diamond by Summit?
do you want me-
Anyone? Ooh, look at all those diamonds.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. What else? So they have all the parties on there too. It looks like they're gonna have the 2-star and above party. So if you're 2-star or higher, and it's always U+1. Then they're going to have that Success Club party. Remember, I told you guys about the qualifications last week, which are pretty high, which is kind of cool because when you make it, I'm not even going to say if, when you make it, I think you're going to be in a pretty like small group of people that made that. I mean, that's, what is it? What did I say it was again? 20, is it 25 Success Club points?
In
Yeah.
2 months' time?
And you have to get 10 and 10 at least. You have to be in Success Club 10 in both May and June, but you have to get 25 points. So you have to get over 10 those months too. So it'll be a cool party when you make it. Okay? When you make it. U+1. And then they have I think they have like a premier and elite party or something like that too. I think I said that right. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's right. I think there's 3 parties. So I'll have to look at it again. Anyway, so like I said, I couldn't figure out the workshops and how those are going to work yet. I don't know if they really had those up or not. So I don't know how that's going to work, but they do have all the workout stuff up. So that was cool. And then they have the shuttle stuff up too. So they show you like the times the shuttles are like. There should be a shuttle, they said, every 15 minutes at the resort to like pick you up and bring you somewhere. So.
Rob, you still flying? If the weather's nice?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think that's it. That's all I got. If you're not going to Summit, you should be. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, you should be going.
Invite your family.
Yeah, invite everybody. It's sweet. It's like Nashville just for a few days. Hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging out with cool people like me. Mm-hmm. I thought I hated Julie before I said that. Yeah. So, but you guys really should, and you should really think about it, because it's gonna be cool. You needed to hang out with others. That's fun. Yeah. I don't have anything else. Anybody have anything else, or have any questions about anything that I can assist with, or other people? No. Good.
So I'm going to be introducing my new coach after this. I'll post him.
Okay.
My new coach said you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah. I hope he gets on a team call so we can all talk about what you said about him.
You'll see the video, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was going to say you need to delete your post because it'd be like, what?
Yeah,
What did you
right.
say about me?
What? I think he's aware.
The old biker guy.
Remember, Chris Reed used to be a biker guy. And
Yeah, he
changed.
did. Yeah, he definitely did. Look at that. You got a Chris Reed on your hands.
Oh, hell. I mean, heck.
Yeah, right. Good luck. So, all right. Well, thanks for coming out. I'll post a recording on there as soon as it gets downloaded onto YouTube. Other than that, yeah, keep going. I mean, we got one more Wednesday left in the month for you guys trying to qualify for new ranks this week, which I know some of you are. And yeah, so I hope that on Thursday, Rob gets to throw out some recognition for some coaches for some rank advancement.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll put the SC points out there on Wednesday too, just so you guys know where you're at, and you'll have one more day after that to get to 5 or 10 or 20 or whatever you guys are going for.
You mean Star Diamond?
Yeah, that too. Star Diamond qualifying.
5, 10, or 15 or 20 star?
Yes.
15, baby.
The elusive 20 Star Diamond. You'd be the first one. So, all right. That's it, guys. Thanks for coming out. See you guys later.
Yeah.